It's off to the Fraser Cup playoffs for the North Iowa Bulls as they square off with an old familiar foe to start the 2019 postseason. Hi everybody, Austin Droughty with your weekly preview for the first round of the playoffs, March 15th, 16th, and maybe 17th, as the North Iowa Bulls square off against the Rochester Grizzlies. North Iowa is the second place team in the final standings in the NA3HL's West Division with a final record of 32-12-3 on the season. Rochester comes in at 31-15-1, 4 points back of the Bulls. Last Saturday made the difference for North Iowa as they picked up a couple of wins over Peoria in a victory. Rochester took a decided loss to the Cooley Region Chill in another cross-divisional game. Final standings show 2-5 in the standings, all 4 to 5 points apart. Granite City taking the number 1 spot this year. They'll have home ice for the next couple of weekends, with the winner of the playoffs out of the West Division heading to Chicago in just a couple of weeks. Your need to know for this weekend, the two biggest storylines of the weekend for North Iowa and Rochester. It is the third year in 4 that the North Iowa Bulls have matched up with Rochester in the first round of the playoffs. However, with the rebranding, the ownership change, etc., this is not the same Rochester team that the North Iowa Bulls have played in the first round of the playoffs before. Rochester, with 31 wins this season, outnumbered the wins that the Rochester IceHawks picked up in all 3 of their previous seasons in the NA3HL prior to the ownership change and the 2018 and 19 season. Rochester did win 4 of 6 against North Iowa during the regular season. However, the Bulls have history on their side. North Iowa is looking for its 8th straight season with at least one postseason series victory. Players to watch for this weekend. We start on the Rochester side, the left side of your screen. Vladislav Sorokin will be one of the players to watch for the Grizzlies. 41 goals, far and away the team leader this year. He had goals in 5 of his last 6 games and had 5 goals and 6 assists in his time against the Bulls this year. And then there's Logan Olson, 3 assists over the last weekend against the Bulls on February 22nd and 23rd. On the other side for North Iowa, Jimmy McDermott is definitely a player to watch. He had 5 goals over his last 3 games of the regular season and was the West Division Star of the Week this past week. Then Brendan Studioso, who enters the postseason with points in 10 of his final 12 of the regular season. Game time Friday night set for 7:30 p.m. at the North Iowa Ice Arena, and game time Saturday night set for 7:05 at the Rochester Recreation Center up in Rochester, Minnesota. If the teams do split those 2 games, North Iowa will host the deciding Game 3, with that one set for a 6:30 p.m. face-off on Sunday night. Make sure you get to the arena early on Friday night. We'll be giving away a Bulls jersey to the top 3 fan signs in the arena during warm-ups, so you want to make sure to get there early and get creative for the warm-ups coming up on Friday night. We want to have a big crowd to get the guys going, and then we'll take over from there with the opening puck drop at 7:30 p.m. Every game in the series will be broadcast live on Hockey TV, and you can catch the free audio stream on Mixlr as well, Games 1 and 2, and Game 3, if it does come down to that. Also, make sure you visit the website, northiowaBulls.com. Make sure you check out our social media, Facebook and Twitter. It's been a busy week this week. We've got the latest updates on Brendan Studioso's commitment to ACHA Division I Arizona State earlier this week. Plus, we've got an update on Josh Benson, a former North Iowa Bulls goaltender who is now getting starting time as a freshman at NCAA Division I Sacred Heart University out in Connecticut. Plus, we've had 3 players from the Bulls history books make the all-conference list in the Minnesota Conference this year at the NCAA Division III level. Find out details on all of those guys at the website, northiowaBulls.com. And we've got links to those on Facebook and Twitter as well. We'll see you at the barn Friday night. Hope to see you on the road on Saturday night up in the Mid-City. But if you can't make it, we've got you covered on Hockey TV and Mixlr. Until next time, Austin Droughty for the North Iowa Bulls at the North Iowa Ice Arena. We'll see you in the playoffs this weekend.